Alright, I hope we can record this time. Again, you missed a little bit of the startup procedure because OBS crashed. Flight number is going to be CHR100 and today we are flying from Portland, Oregon to Boise, Idaho. Passengers is 0, 4,000, altitude is 15,000. Here we go, start A-class because we're flying eastbound, we're going to use odd flight levels, so 15,000, 17,000, like that. And when we're flying westbound, we're going to fly on even flight levels, which is 14,000, 16,000, 18,000, and so on. Height. That's running well. I think we're pretty much good to go. I'm gonna pull my propeller all the way forward and let's start these engines. We're gonna wait till we see 15 in here, then we're gonna release this one. Gives it a sufficient start, right? And we're gonna do the same for the left engine or right engine. And once again we forgot to turn on our beacon lights, but that's okay because the propellers are not even turning yet. Nav lights, taxi lights, the recognition lights. Yeah, other than that everything is good. Alright, there is the FBO. It's not the best quality, I can tell you that much. But this is Freeware Airport after all. And it's a small, well, it's not that small, but it's still not the best airport in the world. Let's meet our KPDX. Let's see, the weather report hasn't changed. 110, we're gonna use runway 10 left for our departure purposes. So we're gonna taxi. Hold on, I'm just gonna open up my PDF viewer here. That the KPDX. Hold on. Alright, there we go. Come on, just load it up. It's not that hard. Okay. There we go. Airport diagram. There we go. And we are now exactly in here. So we're gonna take this Alpha 4 and we're gonna taxi by Alpha to Echo. Alright. That's, not need or no. PDX to, I'm not gonna do that. X100. Wait, no, we'll have the call sign there too. Request, or actually, how should I do this? Hold on. We are B190. Hold link to pick up or nothing to write down because it's all written down. He's text controller after all. I think he's text controller because of the fact that he's so early up and he probably doesn't want to disturb his parents or something if he's like that kind of guy, Battery charge. I'm just gonna shut down the battery in here and see if he's gonna respond to anything. There would be a supervisor on after all, so maybe he's so new, or maybe he's so new controller that he doesn't even know like how to do private message. He should know. He should know though. It's told in the training. I don't know. I don't know what's up with him. There would be our sun visor actually. Yeah, you see. It's beautiful. Well, I don't need it right now. I'm just gonna stow it. Oh, there we go. Alliance 100 clear for KBOI via. Ah, gosh. I forgot. To mention that we are on GPS equipped. It should be on my flight plan though, so he should know that he should give us star. So on a star. Alright. Beyond radar vectors to yeah, I guess radar vectors to Lima Tango Juliet, then asphalt. Climb and maintain 6,000. Expect 15,000 5 minutes after departure. When departure is offline, will be with Unicorn Squawk. Alright. Exit to radar vector. Start. Radar vector. Alright. Alright, that was new to me. Never had that happen before. Alright, clear it to. Just have to make sure that this stays on. Clear it to KBOI via what is it? Departure at line. Frequency 122.8, and will be on SQ 1604. There we go. Oh, gosh. There we go. Hold on. 1604. That was easy. Correct. Expect runway 10 left for departure. Call for taxi. Only short 10 left. That was departure. Wind 09, fly runway heading. RV G heading 10 left for takeoff. Alright, there we go. Release brakes. And I'm going to make it so that, oh gosh, where's our wiper? There's our wiper, strobe lights on, our landing lights on. It's gonna be pretty. I'm just gonna bring up the autopilot panel here. Actually, am I able to click in here? Well, it's kind of hard. Autopilot panel and heading sync as soon as we are lined up on the runway. There is the runway 10 left. Line up, and then we're gonna do the heading sync so that I can tell better to what direction should I fly to, and there it is. Alright, it's gonna be ease the propeller to the prop governor and torque all the way up. Well, not all the way up, 35,000. Leave a little bit room for it to increase as we accelerate. There's speed alive, 80 knots. Oh, there is KPDX 80s actually. I'm gonna rotate here. And we are off the ground just barely. Let's see if this thing would climb a bit better. Yes, it definitely will climb much better. And gear up. It's gonna be a runway heading for departure. Alright, and I'm gonna turn on my autopilot on, I'm gonna turn the heading on, I'm gonna turn the altitude select on, I'm gonna turn indicated airspeed on, and I'm gonna turn the autopilot on and yaw damper engage. And it's gonna be 122.8. Alright. 122.8. Oh gosh. There we go, 122.8. And now I'm gonna bring back the throttle just a little bit and go to my propellers to 14,000 RPM to bring down our fuel flow drastically. I can tell you that much. I'm just gonna stop the wipers. Stop the wipers as soon as we get into the clouds. It's gonna be much better with the frame rate, but you know, of course, we're gonna pop out the clouds pretty quickly. So I have the, so, you know, this guy what is the ultra weather XP, and it says that there is no more black clouds during night, but these look very black to me. So I don't know what's the thing in here. Oh, there we go. And all of a sudden we are in soup. Just nothing new in explain. And hold on, yeah, there we go. Resume on navigation. I should turn my nav on so that we actually start to fly to the waypoint. To the waypoint. We'll get some airspeed in here during this turn because our trim is all the way off already. That's alright though, because props are on. Because when we roll out from it, our climb rate is going to be really good, at least for a moment. Burning 550 pounds of fuel per engine. And I calculated that it would take 1 hour and 40 minutes to complete this flight. I think it's going to be over 2 hours because of our horrible frame rate. Just gonna try to keep the camera away from the ground, so that helps it a little bit. Yeah, there we are over 20 now. At least for some time. And my Plane IFR flight from KKX to KPDX Brave Enough Tour is 21% uploaded into YouTube. It's gonna take more than 12 hours, I think. It's definitely. Let's see here. Right. But I love early morning sunrise takeoffs. The sun itself should be up at 7:11 show. So you know it's soon up. It should be actually up in 20 seconds by like if we are like trying to be very precise, but yeah. Let's see, we can actually see the sun because there are those clouds blocking the view, but other than that everything is okay. And now we're just gonna climb. That's all we're gonna do. Passing 5,000. We don't have the best climb performance today, actually. We actually have pretty horrible climb performance, but it's alright. It's alright. You know, I don't complain. I definitely don't complain. I'm just gonna keep the torque as high as possible for the climb phase of the flight, so that we can. High fuel consumption phase would be over as quickly as possible, and we would get to higher altitude where it burns less fuel, and we would get to cruise where we can get the fuel flow per engine to like 350, so it would be 700 pounds per hour in total. We still have over a bit under 2,000 pounds of fuel in the engine or in the wing tanks, so it's alright. We should have sufficient, you know, for at least 2 hours of fuel. But and then we have of course the reservoir for in case of go around or holding at the destination. There is Seattle 80s. Seattle Tower is online. And we are passing 10,000 feet. That's on my landing lights off. There we go. Oh gosh, I wasn't online. 124-200. That was my bad. 124. Come on. There now. Go. Alliance 100, climbing 15,000 feet.
Alliance 100, Seattle Center, good morning, sir, squawk ident.
Squawk ident, Alliance 100. Down the sound level a little bit. Alliance 100, this aircraft actually doesn't support the ident function, but we are 13 miles out of the Dallas VOR.
Red Alliance 100, your this report checked. Radar contact 15 now, so resume on navigation 1.
I'll resume on navigation, Alliance 100. Alright, I'm gonna bring down my fuel flow to 350 pounds per engine. That should give us a sufficient ground speed, although it's going to decrease quite a bit, but it's alright, it's alright. We have still 1600 pounds of fuel on board. Oh gosh, he's so quiet. Wind unknown, disregard. What? Wind unknown, disregard. What in the earth is happening there? Flight plan, we have 259 miles. Do that. to the destination. We are well within the Seattle airspace. Well, we departed out of KPDX after all. We're gonna have plenty of time. Excuse me. Before we get. Why are we descending? Why are we descending? Oh, I think. Oh gosh, if we're icing up, hold on. Static. Gosh, if we're rising up, that's the concern.
It'll turn on left.
The center.
340,
It is. Oh god.
Not a problem. Now let me take level 3.
The eyes.
Do you want 240 or 340?
I think we're rising up here. Hold on. What else can I do? The iceberg.
Not a problem.
Left. Everything on.
And your cruise is gonna be.
Oh, let's see if that helps. Oh, it doesn't. If I... Why is this thing not doing what I want it to? I think I have too little power, actually. That's the reason. I have too little power for some reason. To maintain it up. Let's see. It's gonna be climb, altitude select. Damper engage, autopilot engage, and nav engage. Let's see. Now we need a little bit more trust. Yeah, that's the reason. We have a hard time maintaining 15,000 feet. We have a hard time maintaining it. Oh gosh. Now we are back again with... Our trim is all the way off. Oh gosh, that is not pretty. That is not pretty. So do we have icing or what? Because previously we haven't had this problem. It's minus 16 degrees outside, it shouldn't be icing. Actuators, engine, anti-ice engine out of ignition, AC bus, external power, avionics bus, sensory set, start, stall warn, windshield. Just gonna put the windshield on high as well, just in case we're rising, because that's the worst case scenario, really. Alright, we need to maintain a little bit of a higher thrust to maintain our airspeed. This is... Oh boy. We have flaps on. Oh gosh, I forgot to raise flaps. Can I be that dumb? Oh my god. I had flaps. I wondered why we were climbing so bad. Oh gosh. Yeah, that's the reason right there. That's the reason right there. Alright, we aren't icing up. We can... Below... Right. Vent right, left. We can turn these all off. And yeah, there we go. My bad. Extremely bad airmanship right there. Alright, what's our thrust? Yeah, it's good enough. We have good ground speed. Alright. Mistakes happen. I'm just gonna leave you out watching the scenery, and I'm gonna go eat my pizza. Alright, let's see. Set course, that's not important. Flight plan, we have 200 miles to go. With our current ground speed of 256, we should be there in approximately an hour, because we're gonna slow down for approach anyway, so it's approximately an hour from here. And the video is 23% uploaded.
Alliance 100, scan us.
Alliance 100.
Alliance 100, we have airspace to the east. All Lake Clear is offline. Radar stereos are terminated. Change the relay.
Alright, change the frequency. Our advice for frequency is approved, and I'll see you later. Alliance 100. Alright, there we go, 141 miles. We can actually see what is the meter at, boys. KBOI. 000 knots 10 stage, you must clear 8 minus 3, 2988. Oh, 2988. Here we go. Remark, yeah, there's nothing special in there. Just gonna check out real quick airnav.com, and it's gonna be KBOI. I'm gonna download the aerodrome map, or do I already have it? Actually, let's see. I don't know. I know you can't see it right now. KPDX. KBOI is there. There's only instrument approach procedure, so I'm gonna download the aerodrome chart and decide which runway would be the best. Western Aircraft Jackson's Jet Center. I think I'm gonna use that one. That sounds good. Oh, okay. Oh, it's gonna download it. And it's gonna be KBOI AD. It's the KBOI. There we go. Save and back to explain, and then I'm going to give you a glance at the charts and the KBOI. It's good. I'm just gonna open KBOI AD. There we go. And I'm going to rotate it to clockwise. Alright, there we go. We're gonna use runway. Hold on, we're approaching from the west. We're runway 10. I'm not gonna use 10 left. I'm gonna use 28 left. There is general aviation parking actually, but there is even more general aviation parking. I'm gonna go over here. Or am I? Hold on, if I'm approaching from the west, yes, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna approach from the west, circle the airport, join downwind for 10 left, and do approach. That's the way I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna use any fancy instrument approaches or anything. Those are not needed for this one. But yeah. Let's see what's our fuel situation. Oh, our fuel situation is better than ever. Minus 20 degrees outside. It is cold. It is cold, I can tell you that. I'm gonna actually increase the temperature in the cabin. Just a little bit. And are we ready? Yes. I'm just gonna close my room's door so that we don't get any unnecessary sounds. Left pitot heat, right pitot heat, hold on. I don't have the pitot heat on. That should totally be on. Go. Oh, it's a little bumpy here actually. Beautiful layer of very thin clouds actually. Hold on. Was this supposed to be this way or was it supposed to be more like... Hold on. Oh, I think it is actually supposed to be this way. There we go. Now it's now blocking my window view. So I'm gonna do a visual approach to boys. When we are at Baker VOR, I am going to, we're 100 miles out, and I'm not going to start to descend at that point yet, but I'm going to start at 60 miles out, so, and, oh, again I forgot the charts on, sorry. I'm gonna, hold on, I'm gonna check out real quick here. What is the elevation of this one? It is KPDX, we don't need that one. The elevation is customs art there, the ice pad is there, maintenance ramp, hot cargo isolation area, army ramp, helicopters, fire station, general aviation. Yeah, but the elevation is 2,800, so we're gonna fly it at 4,800 feet. Or, well, yeah, 3,800 to 4,000 feet. It's gonna be 4,000 feet for this. I'm gonna first be at 4,500 feet or something. I'm gonna descend down to 4,000 or 3,800 feet when we get to the downwind. Alright. That's our game plan. We have very good ground speed, 215 knots. Because we have plenty of fuel, I'm gonna actually increase to get the maximum speed out of this one. Let's see what we can get this birdie to. It's gonna be pretty. Can we get over 300 knots? That would be crazy. I don't think we're gonna get over 300 knots, but I'm gonna push these engines to the limits. There we go. This is the setting that I'm gonna go with. We have 270 knots of ground speed. This is the fastest I've ever gone with this airplane. And our video is uploaded 24%, so it's a quarter to go. And you know, it has uploaded this whole day since 3 a.m. last night, and it's only quarter, and it's almost evening. It's 6 o'clock now, so yeah, it's gonna take plenty of time. Oh, this is awesome. 290 on the ground speed. That's pretty. Very pretty indeed. Actually. Oh, we can get over 300 knots. We can definitely get over 300 knots. That's crazy. That is crazy. Our fuel flow is 500 and a bit over, but there is 300 knots with this airplane. That is crazy speed. We have plenty of tailwind there. I can actually, I'm gonna shut down all my lights because I don't need those. There we go. 305 knots, 306 knots of ground speed. That's ridiculous. That's awesome though. You know, I don't complain. I have nothing against that. And we'll see if we're gonna get even faster when we turn, depending of course from what direction the wind is coming. And we are less than 30 seconds from turning. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now it turns. That's kind of it works in a weird way, but we'll see. Yeah, our ground speed increases as we turn, so we had pretty much a tailwind there the whole time. Now our trim wheel is going all the way forward almost. That's crazy. That's crazy. Have a crazy indicator speed 222 knots. There is our VNE. It's gonna give us a nice smooth descent actually to FBL. Yes, we have now 100 miles to go. That is 100 miles. So I'm gonna check out real quick what is the runway heading here. It is 101.4. So it's gonna be 101 degrees. Hold on. Set this one to 1. Hold on. 100 and 1. Yeah, we're gonna overfly the airport pretty much, and we're gonna then turn to the downwind, or to the downwind, and after that we are going to land to the airport. Alright, we are 96 miles out. At 60 miles I'm gonna engage this. I'm gonna set this down to 4,000. At 60 miles I'm gonna engage the indicate airspeed mode, and I'm gonna start a descent towards the airport. There's, hold on, it was 2,800. I'm gonna descend to 5,000 initially, and I'm gonna descend further down as we get closer and fly manually in. We are burning some serious fuel here, but because I don't have to pay actually anything for this one, I can easily afford that one. I have plenty of, you know, like fuel we don't need because of the fact that we had so much tailwind on this leg. See, we're going really fast. And you can actually see that we're going quite a bit sideways. Actually, if I'm gonna do this, you can see it better. There you go. You can see to which direction the wind is blowing. There is 90 miles. It's gonna take 17 minutes for us to get there. That is ridiculously fast. Ridiculously fast. Yeah, I'm actually gonna do straight in. I'm not a great fan of straight in approaches necessarily, but I'm gonna do straight in anyways, because this airplane is not best for traffic patterns. It needs quite a bit of space, so yeah, I'm gonna do straight in approach. Straight in visual approach, runway 10 left. Yes, 10 left, and then we're gonna exit. I think we're gonna exit at Echo. Actually, I'm gonna let you see that one. We're gonna exit at Echo. If we can make it to Golf, we can, but we really don't have any hurry stopping this airplane. So basically, when we have precious gear on board, such as, you know, musical instruments worth of hundreds of thousands of dollars, really, I don't want to get too aggressive, so I'm gonna aim for Echo, and if I can't get to Echo without hard braking or something, I'm gonna go for Delta. That's what I'm gonna do. that's what I'm gonna do. Let's get back to X-Plane. Just like this. Alright, there is 57 miles. I'm gonna increase or engage the indicator speed mode, altitude selection, and I'm gonna reduce my thrust here to start a shallow descent for the airport. We only have 10,000 feet to descend, so 30,000 feet probably would be enough, but extend it a little bit, get better fuel economics for this last leg, as we have burned so much fuel over this last few minutes. So, and the temperature is minus 20 outside, minus 20 degrees centigrade. That is minus 3.9 Fahrenheit. Our vertical speed. Alright, there's I want to make it like 1,000 feet a minute or something. It's gonna be 10 minutes. Was it 10 minutes? Yeah, if it's 10 minutes, 1,000 feet per minute, yeah, 1,000 feet per minute should work really good. Although we're gonna go a bit faster than that, it seems. Yeah, a hair under 1,000 feet per minute should be good. Alright, passing 10,000 feet. Landing lights on. Taxi lights, well, shouldn't have needed those strobes on. Rear ignition and tail light can be turned off. Fasten seatbelt sign is not needed because we don't have any passengers. Alright, we are 14 miles out. We can see the airport, it's right over there. There's the runway that we're going to be heading for. I'm going to keep descending this way until I reach 5,000. I'm going to increase my rate of descent so that I get the 5,000 feet before the aircraft or the airport. I'm also going to go ahead and disconnect the autopilot. And we can start our preparations to slow down our airspeed to get it within the flap limits. Not bad scenery. I like it. I like mountains. Although those are more of a hills than mountains, but anyway. Pulling the engines almost to idle so that I can truly slow down and get my gear down. KBOI DFC. Runway 10 left. 8 minutes out. There we go. And there we are, passing the 5,000 feet. Passing the 5,000 feet, 2,500 feet above the ground. And when we are below 180 knots, I'm gonna actually extend my landing gear, just like that. Make sure that is set. There we go. Landing gear is down. It creates a lot more drag. Our trim wheel is almost all the way aft. Flaps 17. There we go. We bleed off airspeed quite a bit. I'm gonna trim forward so that we don't get too slow. Flaps 35. I'm gonna trim even more so that we don't get too slow, as I just said. Quite a bit of thrust in here to get our descent rate arrested. I'm gonna trim it just a little bit off so that we can maintain 120 knots. That's good for approach speed. We are a bit low, but that's alright. That's alright. It's a visual approach after all. There is nobody on final. Slight descent throughout this approach. And for this turn I'm gonna increase the throttle just a little bit so that we don't need to pull our trim too hard. There we go. Approach speed is exactly where I want it to be. That's beautiful.
500.
Checked. Up with the glide slope. There it coming in. I know it's just about to come in, so I reduced the thrust already. I'm gonna do an early touchdown so that I can aim for the echo on vacating this runway. There's the freaking master caution, as always. To maintain it. There we go, and now we can reduce thrust. There we go. Now it's coming in perfect. It's not a bad airport. All right. Idle. Oh well. Echo, just as I planned it. Just as I planned it. There's 20 knots of ground speed. I'm gonna let the engines idle. It's not bad airport, I like it. It has a lot of objects and still a very good frame rate. As this large airport, you know, it's actually surprisingly light. It was only 300 kilobytes. I'm gonna bring the flaps up. Landing light is off. Taxi strobe lights, recognition lights off. There we go. There is some sort of a area, but here is the actual GA area. It has good markings on the ground, I can tell you that much. This is taxiway alpha, as can be seen here. Oh, let's see, where can we park this bird? Alright. Is there any like specific? But if I would turn in here, oh, I think I shouldn't cross this one, but I'm gonna do it anyways. And there are no T markings on the ground to my understanding, so I'm just gonna park right next to those birds over there. Oh, let's see, yeah, it's gonna park right next to this bird over here. It's 8 knots, 6 knots, 5 knots, and 3 knots of ground speed. I'm going to stop this bird right here. Parking brake on, battery on, feather the prop, and there we go. And taxi light off, beacon off, nav lights off. And that was nice, 1 hour and 53-minute flight. Rep, sent by rep. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you soon.
Truth. I wish I was